guys, it's Jennifer from Craft Forest. Today we are going to make our own earrings. My daughter Lola is 6 and is obsessed with getting her ears pierced, but we're not quite ready to let her yet. So I made her a bunch of clip earrings. I got these little clip-on earring sets at the craft store, and I used a button and some fabric to make her some earrings. So I thought I'd show you how to make those as well as your own pierced ear versions of the same thing today. So it's really, really simple. You need just a few things. You need some scrap fabric. Usually something with a small print. Bright color works really well. If it's an overly complicated print, you're not going to see a whole lot of it, so you might be want to steer towards something that's a little bit smaller print. You need these earring sets that you can get at the craft store. They're about $4 a piece. The clip-on, I think it gives you 8 sets, and then the pierced gives you like 20 or 25. Do know that on the pierced, if your ears are sensitive, you might want to look for the stainless steel or another option because they will turn your ears green. So sorry about that. If you missed that part, definitely make sure you get a stainless steel version if your ears are sensitive. So you need those, you need buttons, and scissors, pencil, something to make a circle with because we're going to make a circle in our fabric, and then some sort of adhesive. I'm going to use E6000, but you can use a glue gun or whatever you have on hand. So let's get started. These are very, very simple. Oh, sorry, you also need a needle and thread. So let's go and grab some scrap fabric. We're going to start with this kind of lime green with a little bit of white stitch around it. So I want to be able to find a piece of fabric that I can get 2 kind of quarter-size circles out of. So I'm going to grab my quarter and turn over my fabric. And I'm just going to grab a pencil, nothing really technical here, and just kind of trace around it, make a circle. I'm going to make the second one right next to it. And I love that this fabric has a little bit of variation in it, so the 2 earrings will be a little bit different, but you can tell they go together. I think that's kind of fun. So grab your scissors and cut these guys out. Go. And I'm using a quarter for these, but depending on the size of earrings that you want, you really just need something that's round, and then whatever your insert is, if it's buttons or polyfill, just make sure that you have about 1/4 of an inch that you can sew around, because we're going to kind of close this fabric up and make a little pocket for the button. So I'm going to cut this one out. Okay. All right, so I've got my fabric there for my 2 earrings. I'm going to set that to the side. And then you want to grab a needle and thread, and we're going to do a running stitch. So running stitch is a basic hand sewing stitch. We're going to tie a knot in one end of our thread, and we're going to thread it through just close to the edge of the circle. We're going to go in and then kind of evenly space and come back up through the other side of the fabric, and we're going to make almost like little dashes all the way around the fabric. And you'll notice as you pull this through, it's almost pulling it taut like it's elastic. We want that to happen because we're actually going to pull these almost like little pouches. We're going to close these up over the button. So when that happens, it's actually a good thing. Usually it happens on my regular sewing projects and it's not such a good thing, but for this one it works out. So you're going to keep doing the running stitch all the way around. Okay, so once you get that stitched all the way around, grab your button, and we're going to place it inside the little pocket. And then you're going to take your thread and tighten it. So now we're going to take this little pocket and take our thread and really just kind of stitch across so that we can pull it tight and get a flat surface so that we can attach it to the earring. So I'm going to keep stitching that across, and you just grab these little flaps and attach it over to the other side. And you just want to pull it tight so it doesn't open up. Okay? And it truly doesn't have to be perfect. No one's going to see it. But you do want to make sure that it's attached securely. So I'm going to stitch across on that guy. Go, and come over to the other side. Okay, so once you get that secured, you've got a flat little surface. Adorable, adorable little button. And a lot of quilting stores actually sell button covers that come with fabric. So you can actually get this process already done for you if you'd like. You can pick those up at your local quilt store, and you can just attach those to the earring base. You can actually skip these steps. Okay, so I'm just doing stitches across the top, and I'm just going to wrap that string around, cut that off. There we go. Okay, so now I've got a flat surface, and I'm going to grab some adhesive, and we're just going to attach that to the earring. So let's do the clip-on earrings. Okay. I'm just going to grab a little bit of the E6000, and really you don't need much on this. A glue gun will work just as well, but I have this on hand and I really like it for when I'm working with metals. Okay, so I've got some glue. I put it directly on the back of the earring, and then just grab your fabric covered button and hold it for just a few minutes just to kind of secure it. So there we go. We've attached it and we've made our earring. So I'm just going to set that aside to dry. So after you set those aside, just make sure you let them dry about 3 or 4 hours, or just follow the instructions on whatever adhesive you're using. Overnight is great too, just to make sure that they stay on really securely. Here's some examples of some others that we made. Here are the clip-on earrings. I love the orange, cute, cute fabric. Here's some little pierced over here. And then while we had the button kits out, or the earring kits out, we decided to embellish them with some other things around the house. Cute little buttons. Lola absolutely loves those. Those are her favorite to wear. And I love these. Adorable little googly eye buttons that you can just attach right to the front of either the pierced or the clip-on earring. So those are really fun. Easy, easy, easy project. Great again for the little ones, but you can also make these for yourself. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial on how to make your own earrings from Craft Forest. Thanks.